Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second episode of the Vanguard Quarantine Podcast with guest Kylan Bartel.
What's up?
Yeah. Woo!
Woo, Kylan.
Yeah.
So, I've said this in our episode reacting to Ladders Inc. coming after
Chris
us.
reviews.
I said, yeah, Chris reviews. And I'm like,
Oh,
well,
geez.
our biggest fan right now is Kylan, so we need to get him on the podcast ASAP.
Yeah,
So-
I'm actually texting one of the Ladders Inc. members right now,
Which
Oh,
one?
frick.
Dylan.
Oh, the man behind
The
the
worst
camera.
one.
The
Yeah.
worst
The
one.
worst one.
What are you doing?
Sucking toes.
Oh, yeah. It's been
Nice.
so long. It's been so long.
Shouts
That's probably
out to
what he's saying
isolation.
also.
I just got that.
Wow, we've only been filming for like 1 minute and you're already talking about sucking toes.
Actually, it's recording.
Yeah,
Recording.
technically,
Whatever.
we're not streaming. Maybe we should do a 12-hour live stream.
We should do a live stream.
Oh my gosh.
I can do that.
12 hours.
And in that
Not a
time, we have to
12-hour
write a
live
banger song. I like that idea. Dane, you come up with the lyrics. I'll hit us with a fly beat, and we'll go from there.
A fly beat.
Oh my gosh, Brayden.
Oh,
Anyway.
did you see the new news? We're on Spotify now.
I
Oh,
did
yeah, I
see
saw
that. Maybe
What?
because, I'm a member of this podcast. Anyway.
I was letting the audience know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, check us out on Spotify.
Spotify,
We're going to get monetized,
Anchor,
and
Spotify, Anchor, YouTube.
we'd like to do this as our living because I'm getting more and more lazy with school. So, you know what?
Not even gonna graduate.
Check us out on Patreon.
Could you even flunk out at this point?
Can we
like,
set up a picture?
honestly.
I'm almost doing it in chemistry. I
Yeah,
am
but
writing
that-
that.
you don't
I'm
need to-
writing that
you don't
D
need to
right
pass-
now.
You don't need. Wow, I'm keeping that in.
I didn't mean it like that.
I'm keeping
but
it in.
I do have a D.
No,
Oh jeez.
I think we should genuinely set up a Patreon, even though no one will give us money.
That's fair. We do have McDonald's as our sponsor.
We don't have McDonald's.
Only the OGs will get it.
Yeah, only the people that follow the Vanguard Quarantine Podcast Instagram will know that one.
I
Hmm.
follow it, so I get it.
Shouts out to the
Yeah.
Vanguard Quarantine Podcast Instagram.
Check it out.
Yeah.
I think we have like 38 followers, something like that. Better than when we started, which was
Yeah.
0 followers. So
That's how it works.
Yup. Good job, Braden.
37.
Good
Yep.
math.
Mm-hmm. Anytime. We're out doing a Ramble with Ample, our rival.
How many followers does Rambo with Amble have?
More than us, probably.
I'm
Check.
not sure.
Should we
Yeah, he has
fo-
71.
should we follow the Ramble with Amble podcast with
You won't follow us
the
back.
Vanguard
Insulting them,
Quarantine
Joe.
podcast? He will not.
We can
He will
follow
not
him.
follow us back.
Wait, actually,
He didn't.
well, we could follow him, and if he doesn't follow us back, we could just unfollow him.
He
We can call him
doesn't follow
racist
anyone.
again.
He doesn't follow anyone.
Oh, jeez.
Well, we'll just call him racist again.
It's not a great idea.
I
Also,
feel like people are gonna start thinking that Cody is actually racist.
It's an
well,
inside
according to the poll, he is, and he said he'd accept the results of the poll. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. Cody
What
hates all races equally.
Shut
How about that?
Oh my gosh.
I think he could back that. I'll get a statement from him.
From Snapchat.
Yep. Anyway, so we should probably go into the main topic of today's podcast before we go off on too much of a tangent. Get the
NFL
pod.
draft. NFL draft.
Yeah,
Yes.
2020 draft, and as
2020.
we're all Packers fans, I believe this sucked.
Yeah, it was a rough draft, boys.
Yeah, it wasn't very star-studded.
No.
Wasn't star-studded at all.
Only
Yeah.
only like the deepest receiver class, and we didn't get one, even though.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a
needed one.
receiver, but he plays tight end.
And
I
we also
mean-
got one in undrafted free agency. We got a guy from like Minnesota or something.
Oh, sick, Minnesotan.
Yeah.
We draft.
Which
What did we draft and pick up 3 Minnesota players?
Wait, it might have not been.
We drafted
trying to
2.
Where's this guy from? I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure we drafted.
The inside linebacker was from Minnesota.
I think we had an O lineman from Minnesota too.
Man hits like a truck. I'll give him that. I like to watch the highlights.
I didn't like the pick of the running back, but then I looked at a picture of him and he's jacked.
He is 6 foot, 250 pounds. The man is an absolute tank. 247.
Was it 47? Kylan, did you see his 40 time? I didn't catch that.
4.53.
I didn't see that either. I don't.
Actually?
Okay.
Yeah, insane. This man's 20 pounds bigger than Saquon Barkley and only.
That's actually pretty good for a running back.
That's really good. Jonathan Taylor's was slower than that.
No, it wasn't.
Was
Jonathan
it
Taylor ran like a 4.4. He was one of the faster ones.
I think it was the fastest, but I thought it was, now that I think about it.
That would have been sick if we got Taylor.
Oh, I would have taken that. Taylor, 40.
4.9.
What we got? 4.41. So that's or official 4.39. So he's faster than Saquon.
Faster than me.
Yeah,
that's probably one of the better times.
I think that was the best.
It might have been the best running back.
Now that we're talking about it, I'm pretty sure that's the fastest for a running back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Colts.
That's what Isaiah Simmons ran. He's a linebacker, dude. That's insane.
Isaiah Simmons ran a 4.39.
Yeah. At 247.
He's cold.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
What?
Dane, did we just have an interruption from you?
I was about to ask if you heard that.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yikes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
but yeah.
I'm doing the best I can. I have a wall of clothes and a blanket up.
And I think as we look back through the draft, we got some... It was weird. Like, I didn't hate the picks. It was where we got them. Like, getting a quarterback, moving up in the first round to get a quarterback, we're pretty set at that position. Like, I get it. We want to have a backup plan.
We have Tim Boyle.
Yeah, he sucks. I get it.
Tim Boyle is not a good backup plan for the long term.
Yeah, I get it. Like, I feel like, though, moving up in the first round to get a quarterback was maybe not the... I would have been okay if we moved up to get a wide receiver, but a quarterback, I'm like,
I mean, if Tua would have dropped and we would have picked up
then,
Tua,
you'd take
wouldn't
Tua.
have been mad.
I mean, yeah.
You take
Tua is just available. A legend.
We took the fifth best quarterback in a not very good quarterback class.
Yeah.
Yeah. When
the wide receiver class was incredible.
Stacked.
I would have loved to move up and get like Justin Jefferson or something like that.
I wanted Henry Ruggs.
That would have been hard to get.
I didn't think that he was going that early.
Really?
Everybody said that he was
the first one to go.
Yeah, he was 11, I think. It was
he was
11.
11. No, 12 to the Raiders. But yeah, he was the first one to go.
Stud. He wasn't supposed to be, though. He wasn't supposed to be the first one.
No, there was going to be CD.
No, it was Jeremy Jeudy was originally the first one.
Jerry Jeudy, CD, they're both up there. And then, I mean, they're all pretty close. Yeah. But I think Raiders just wanted him because he's fast.
Apparently next year's wide receiver class is supposed to be good, too.
Well, hopefully we get one then.
Yeah.
I like Justin Jefferson. He reminds me of Julio Jones. He's big, tall, aggressive. Like, because we already got the speedster with Devontae Adams, so I'd be okay with getting like a different type of receiver to complement him, you know?
I wanted Quintez Cephas.
Yeah.
Big dude.
I like big guys. They're more entertaining.
Yeah. I like the picks from like the hometown picks, you know. I was kind of hoping we'd get Zach Bond because he was actually still on the board and we need linebackers.
Yeah, I would have been good with that.
And then we drafted a tight end.
Yeah. Well, okay, we really do need linebackers though because Martinez is gone and he was like our highest tackler and Kyler Fackrell is also gone. So
who's that guy from the guy from the Browns we got? What was his name? Christian, like, I don't remember. Yeah,
Christian Kirksey.
Yeah, we got him.
True.
So, and we drafted the guy from Minnesota, and the guy hits like a truck. Yeah. But he's not very good at pass coverage, so he'd be a good first and second down linebacker.
What we needed was somebody to stop the run.
Exactly. So I'm cool with that pick actually.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
But Zach Bond was like the leading sack leader for linebackers, so.
like I said, I didn't hate the Packers picks. It was where they picked them. We didn't prioritize well. Especially not getting a wide receiver and picking a running back in the second round. I would have rather maybe had a third round pick for that.
Yeah, because the running backs we have already are pretty decent.
Yeah, we got
They're
two
good.
studs. But
Yeah.
I mean, I
We have
also
one
understand they only have a
superstar,
year.
and
They
then-
only have a year on their deal. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get where it's cheaper just to draft a guy than re-sign a running back who's probably gonna get a lot of wear and tear and start, not doing as well.
Yeah.
Now we have 3 options at good running backs.
Yeah.
I actually heard something today that they're trying to like switch up the offense to a more running oriented thing to give Aaron Rodgers some more, I don't know. Because if you get a good running game, then your passing game can be good. So I
Then you
think
can
they're
run the play
trying
action.
to work on that. Right.
Get a Tennessee
That's kinda
style
interesting.
offense.
Yeah.
Man, that was entertaining to watch in the postseason.
Yeah. Or it'd be like my Texas Tech NCAA football dynasty, where I have 2 running backs with 99 speed, and then a quarterback with 95 speed.
Oh,
And
nice.
all I do is run triple option,
You know
Yep.
how much
And
the
I
audience
win
cares, Dane?
and then I win
Not at all.
70-0.
Okay, buddy.
Nice.
I only recruit the fastest guys. So I all of my team has at least 95 speed, except for like the big dudes.
Big man.
Imagine having a lineman with 95 speed.
That'd be kinda
Offensive
insane.
guard.
My one middle linebacker has 97 speed because I converted him from free safety.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Well, the defense I run is a 5-2, which is 5 linemen. So I just have a bunch of pass rushers, and then I just run a bunch of coverage guys.
So you're running a 3-4 and putting your outside linebackers as edge rushers?
Yeah. Well, no, it's actually a 5-2. It's sort of
Okay.
like the 3-4, but
They never go into pass
outside
coverage.
every once in a while I'll throw them into pass coverage, but usually I rush 5 and then drop back into coverage with the rest,
Okay.
which is overpowered in that game.
I bet.
I think the Packers need to do something like that.
I think the Packers need to buff up their defense.
Have the fastest coverage guys, and then just have 5 stud linemen.
Because our defense was kind of deceiving this year. They started off the year against bad offenses and got a whole bunch of turnovers. But then San Francisco completely exposed us.
Killed us.
And Carson Wentz also did.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, this year it was just very inconsistent. Like, against worse teams, we looked like a great team, and then when we would play the better teams, we looked like trash. So that was kind of interesting and kind of sad.
I'm surprised we beat the Vikings and the Bears both times, honestly.
I wasn't surprised that we beat the Bears both times. I was surprised that we beat the Vikings both times.
The Bears were supposed to have like an insane defense, and
They did, but
decent
their
running
offense was
game.
garbage.
yeah, I thought their running game would be enough because the Packers suck at run defense. I'll take it. I'll take 2 wins against the Bears.
Bears.
A Bears fan can never talk trash to a Packers fan because they haven't won a Super Bowl since '85.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was about to correct you because it sounded like you were about to say they haven't won a Super Bowl.
No, they won one in '85. I remember.
Hey,
Was that
I was
their
there.
only one?
That is the
Yeah.
only one, yeah.
Yeah, I just remember the Packers have how many? 5?
4
4. Better than 1.
But they have we have the most, like,
NFL
championships ever.
championships.
Yeah.
13.
Yep. And we've won the division the most times, right?
Probably.
Probably. I
sounds
would
like
say
a-
so.
Sounds like a fair estimate.
Yeah.
No, I think the Lions.
I don't think they've won it in like 50 years.
I
Right?
don't think it's the one.
Yeah, I don't think the Lions have won the divisions. I probably wasn't
At
even
least
born
20 years.
yet. Yeah. When did the Lions win the NFC North?
That's Braden typing on his Mac. Sponsored by Apple.
They last won it in 1993.
Oh,
Yikes.
jeez.
Gee.
Hey, remember when the Lions went 0-16?
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
Love it. I love it.
Oh,
Whenever life is going bad, you just make fun of the Lions.
thoughts on Justin Herbert?
Not trustworthy, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I've seen his tape. I sound
Oh.
like such a nerd, but there's nothing to do.
He
So
threw
I have
right.
watched.
he threw like 99 screen passes.
Yeah, he
It was
was
like-
in an offense that was completely designed for him, and he still consistently made bad reads and overthrew his receivers. He's got a cannon for an arm, but I just don't think he really can't make those NFL reads,
Apparently, so does Jordan Love.
Yeah, but Jordan Love had a better year than Justin Herbert.
Yeah,
a
Jordan Love
terrible
also
team.
played against mid-American schools.
Well, yeah, but every time Oregon played a decent school, except for Wisconsin, Justin Herbert did terrible.
Yeah, I feel like he's one of the guys that is very like physically good, but mentally needs some work with the gameplay.
Yeah, they're definitely going to sit him. The Chargers should sit him behind Tyrod Taylor
Tyrod
for at
Taylor's a
least a
stud.
year.
I mean, he can learn though. He can grow.
Yeah, I mean, the kid's a doctor, I think. Or he's going to school to be a doctor.
Mm.
Oh,
He's
really?
a smart kid. So
He's a
I
really
feel
smart
like
kid. I don't think he has like an official doctorate.
Yeah, but
Probably
he's
got
like
his
going
master's.
to be a doctor. Yeah. Anyway,
I
he's
feel
got
like-
a big brain,
He is
Yeah.
like the on academic honor roll.
Mm-hmm.
Kylan, you were about to speak, and then I spoke over you. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so, sorry. I just feel like the quarterbacks in this draft weren't incredibly like standing out to me, other than like Tua, obviously,
Yeah.
and Joe Burrow.
I mean, Joe Burrow is a really good spark plug. I don't know how good of an actual quarterback he is. That's
I mean, he
just
had a
me.
really gifted team, so yeah.
We'll have to see. Like, the games I saw him in, he was still incredible, like, gifted team or not. Like, he made some really great throws. So,
Yeah,
I mean, we'll see.
I
But
feel
he's
like
with the Bengals, so
he's
we'll see.
he's a great spark plug and fires up his team, but I don't know if he actually makes the team better.
I don't think he does. But I
'Cause he's
think
got really small
Bengals have
hands.
another bad year. They have another bad year. They get him some weapons. And hopefully he has a decent career.
Have
He
the
has
Bengals
some
ever
weapons.
not had a bad year?
Yeah,
No, they have decent years. They've won the division before. And, like,
Really?
pretty recently.
they won like 11 games in the season one year.
They're when they're good, they're a quiet good team. They're never like, running 13
Never like a
free.
standout.
Yeah, but they'll have winning records, 9-7, 10-6, stuff like that. This year was just terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Bengals can be decent. Now they're in one of the hardest divisions, so
Right.
Hey, maybe it'll be better than the Browns this year.
we'll see. Browns made decent draft choices.
Maybe why the reason we didn't draft the wide receivers because we're going after Odell Beckham.
If we get Odell Beckham, I would be very happy.
You would or you wouldn't?
Would. I know he's kind of a diva, but I mean, at this point.
He was actually not diva-ish last year.
Yeah, last year, I feel like he was pretty quiet for the most part.
I don't know if we would be able to afford him, honestly.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
Hmm.
I was hoping we make a move for Emmanuel Sanders. Because the fact is, like, Aaron Rodgers is up in age, and he's still doing really well for his age, so we might as well try to get a Super Bowl now before he's gone,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, we were in the NFC Championship. We might as well throw our chips in, try to win.
Instead
And
of
then,
going for the future with Jordan Love.
Exactly. That was my problem with that pick. I understand the idea of it, but we were in the NFC Championship. Like, might as well go for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Chase Young going number 2? Like, everyone expected it. What do you
Stud.
think of that choice?
He's a stud.
He's a good player.
He's a stud.
Yeah. He reminds me of a more versatile Jadeveon Clowney. So I'm excited.
He's a stud.
And the Washington Redskins have a good pass rushing core already. So with the amount of pass rushers they have, they're going to be pretty dangerous. Like, holy
The problem
nuts.
is nobody wants to be with the Washington Redskins.
Yeah, but if they become Saxonville,
Saxington.
Saxington, yeah, we'll go with that. Doesn't really work, but
Sackington.
Sacking. Yeah, but basically, if they start like just being studs on defense, which I feel like they're gonna rack in a lot of sacks this year. They got 3 good pass rushers, and when you have 3 good pass rushers, you can't double up. So
Yeah.
they're gonna get to the quarterback, and I'm kind of excited to see with Ron Rivera there. Even though their organization sucks,
Yeah.
I think they could have some success.
Maybe the Packers should trade for John Ross.
John Ross.
Dude ran a 4.22. You telling me we can't use him?
He's also gotten injured like every year.
I don't care. He's fast.
Honestly, maybe you can
Kylan,
get him.
bash a little harder on the keyboard.
That's me.
Not me.
Oh. Braden, why are you bashing on the keyboard?
It's
Be
more fun that
professional.
way.
This is a kid's show.
My bad. Really, a kids show. Okay. You should work on your editing then.
Hey, it was TV 14 last week.
Okay, touche. Any shockers with the Lions taking Jeff Okudah?
I'm told that was a shocker, but I'm also told he was good, so I didn't really care.
I mean, they got rid of Darius Slay. Like, he was their standout corner. They needed to.
Isn't
Yeah,
Jeff
they need
Okudah's really
corners.
fast, too?
Yeah. I mean, you might as well. I saw the guy, like, never let anyone beat him, so. I mean, he's a solid corner.
That was the OSU kid, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 1 on OSU. But except their quarterback was also. That was dumb how they had, like, repeating numbers on their team. That annoyed me.
They always do.
That's annoying,
Most colleges do that, though.
I don't care. It annoyed me.
UW does that.
I don't care. Still annoys me.
You have to. You have, like, 100 people on your roster.
Yeah, but why would you have all your star players have the same numbers?
I don't know.
Their
You're
star
not,
running back, their
it's
star
not-
quarterback were 1 and 2. And
it,
then
it's
Chase
not like
Young
you're
and
going to be
Jeff
playing
Okudah.
them at the same time, though.
I guess that's fair. Anyway, 4th pick Giants take Andrew Thomas O-line.
I'm
Georgia.
told that's a really crappy pick.
Really?
Well, not like a really crappy pick, but one that the Giants didn't really like.
I
Like,
mean,
Giants fans didn't like.
I think they need. I mean, they are relying solely on Saquon right now. You might as well give him some decent linemen to block for him.
Yeah. No, I watched a video on. Do you know who 5 Points Vids is?
No.
Well, he just makes like football and like general sports videos, and he's a Giants fan, and he didn't like the pick.
Yeah, I think they should have gone O-line, but probably going with like the guy from Alabama. Trying to think, like Wills, whatever his name. He was good, and the guy from Iowa was really good, but they went with the
Yeah.
guy from Georgia. I think the lineman idea was good though.
Mm-hmm. Where did Jake
I
Fromm
like
go?
the. Sorry.
Sorry,
I
no,
like
go
the
ahead.
players that are like into like other things and you get to learn about their backstory. I like that Andrew Thomas is like really into music. Like that's cool. And kind of unique, you know?
Yeah,
like he
it was-
doesn't just play football.
It was interesting this year because like there wasn't anything in between the picks and stuff because we were like, you know, there wasn't like a crowd or anything there and interviews.
Right.
So they like went into the players' backstories way more. I thought
Yeah.
that was interesting.
I really liked that.
Yeah, I feel like they tried to find like any tragedy the players had had before.
That's true.
It's like, yeah, my aunt's dog sitter got killed in a car accident. It's like, okay. Like,
Yeah, that is true.
I was like,
There's
they're
some
really
weird things.
trying to find tragedy here.
There were some that were really cool though. Like that one guy, what was it? Javon Kinlaw that was like homeless. Like, jeez.
Mm-hmm.
And wasn't there the guy who like sat out a year so he could do a bone marrow transfusion for his sister?
Oh yeah.
That's dope. Like, and there's the linebacker from Oklahoma who has 3 siblings with special needs and
yeah,
saved a person using CPR last year. Like, what a man.
What a dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
hoping the Packers would get him, honestly. Would have been a nice linebacking addition.
There was a dude that went back solely to get his college degree last year, but he was going to be like a top 5 pick last year.
Dang.
I don't
Good
remember
for
who
him.
it was. It was like a lineman. I think Justin Herbert also could have been a top draft pick, but he graduated last year or this year.
Yeah.
And then
I'm
he got
trying to
on
think who was even in the quarterback class last year besides Kyler Murray.
the Giants quarterback?
Oh yeah, Dwayne Haskins and what's his name? Danny Dimes.
Yeah, Daniel Jones. Yeah. I couldn't think of his name.
Yeah, Justin Herbert was a stud for that class.
The just Giants quarterback.
Yeah. Okay, so the Dolphins went to
Lame.
loved the pick. I hated all the talk going up that you can't pick Tua because he's injured a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I
the
think
fact of the matter is, he is a generational player talent-wise. You got to take him.
that was people trying to talk other people out of drafting him or trading
That's
up
probably
to
what was
draft him.
happening. Yeah,
That's what Pat McAfee says, so that's what I think.
he's pretty reliable.
Yeah, Tua just seems overall just good. Good person, good player. I shouldn't say good. I should say great.
But he could have the injury bug.
Give him an offensive line. Ta-da.
Then you don't have to worry about the injury bug.
Yeah. I feel like you can avoid it as a quarterback, especially with the rules now. Tom Brady takes 0 hits a year. Like, you teach him how to get rid of it quick, he'll be fine.
Yeah, they also have good strength and conditioning and just general health things. So I'm sure that's better than what it is in college. So that will be helpful as well.
And he gets to learn from a Harvard grad.
Oh, big
with a 48 on the
Fitzmagic.
48 on the Wonderlic.
What a man.
2 points from being perfect.
Anyway.
Dude's a genius.
We'll have a whole episode dedicated to Fitzmagic.
I think we should also have a episode with siblings.
Okay. Anyway. I don't want to go through the whole draft, but I'll go to... We talked about Justin Herbert already. Chargers went with him. Panthers went with Derek Brown, the D tackle. That surprised me. I thought for sure they were going Isaiah Simmons because Kuechly retired and they needed a linebacker.
Boring, lame pick.
Boring, I get it, but I think they'll look back and wish they got Simmons. Be honest.
Played it too safe.
Yeah, Cardinals got Simmons, no brainer.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go through everything, but I think first round most teams did what they had to do.
And then the Packers traded up to get Jordan Love.
The Packers just kind of did their own little thing.
Yeah.
Let's have a passion project.
I have very mixed feelings about that. I'm honestly kind of indifferent. I'm not a huge fan, but I'm also not entirely against it. I don't know.
I just look at every other team's picks, and they're going somewhere with theirs. It's going to help them next year. And then I look at ours, and I'm like, gosh, we're not going to go to the NFC Championship again with that.
Maybe we'll run him as
a wild... the NFC Championship in 5 years.
Maybe we'll run him as a wildcat quarterback.
Like Marcus Mariota.
Yeah. And then
the thing is, the Packers have basically been a good organization for 100 years. I mean, yes, they've had their downs, a lot of downs, but there has been a lot of ups too. So there is some degree of trust I have that they're looking ahead to the future, but it also just kind of sucks because I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting.
Yeah, but isn't the dude that's making the decisions now a new guy?
Brian Gutekunst?
Yeah, they got a new GM.
Goons.
I don't know if I said his last name right. I apologize if I did not.
I don't think he's listening, shockingly.
Dude, I hope he is.
Yeah.
I hope he is, just so he can hear me say, I think he did a terrible job with this draft. So.
And then I hope he texts me so I can be a partial GM of the Green Bay Packers.
Are you a partial owner?
I don't think so.
We all got.
I think someone in my family is partial owner.
I mean, a lot of people are.
Yeah, basically everyone in Wisconsin who's a true Packers fan.
Yeah.
I'm also poor, so.
It also takes me off when you got people who root for a completely different team and they're from here.
The Cowboys fans.
Cowboys fans.
Kepler.
Oh,
Vikings fan?
That one makes sense though, because that's
Brett
close.
Favre was a traitor.
Yeah.
he's just like, oh, I'm gonna follow Brett Favre, because Brett Favre retired 6 times and the Packers were done with him.
And then
Wah.
he was a big Christian Ponder fan for like a year.
You saw how that worked out.
Yeah.
No offense.
Hey, how's
I'm not trying to like target
No,
him,
let's-
but
let's
Hey,
call him
Ozzy,
out.
we're calling you out.
Yeah. We'll have him on the podcast too to talk about his opinion.
Dude, we should.
Pack Nation, man.
We could have 3 sports related podcasts, even though we're not technically a sports podcast.
Yeah, we're becoming it.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, when there's any Cowboys fan that's not from Texas,
Not from
Oh.
Dallas. They're not from
I'll
the
take
Dallas
Texas.
area. They're not
I'll
from.
take Texas
If they're not,
because Houston
If they don't
Texans are
live
new.
if they don't live closer to Dallas than Houston, I don't support it.
I don't care, honestly. You in Texas, be a Cowboys fan. Like, the Texans are better, so you're making life harder for yourself. So,
They
well,
have.
except the
They
Texans
weren't before.
traded away D-Hop.
Yeah, before the last couple years, they weren't very good either.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I mean, I'm a diehard Oilers fan. Just gotta say it.
Dude, shout out to the Oilers. I'm a St.
We're the
Louis.
Tex-
I'm
we're
a
the
St.
Titans
Louis
now.
Battlehawk fan.
Oh,
Mm.
nice.
My girlfriend bought me a shirt for the St. Louis Battlehawks, and now the XFL is still terminated.
Dead.
Also, that shirt's still at her house,
Mm.
which is
Ripperoni,
unfortunate.
my dude.
Dude, go Battlehawks, bro.
Woo.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
XFL.
I don't. Stephen A. Smith.
He's a goober.
He's a goober, but I agree with him on something. I love his hate for the Cowboy fans because they're annoying. Every year it's, we're going to win a Super Bowl. We're going to win a
Stephen
Super
A.
Bowl.
Smith.
Like, you guys haven't won a Super Bowl since the 90s. Like, come on.
Bum.
You've gone 8-8 the majority of the seasons.
Okay, also Patriots fans that aren't from like the New England area.
Patriots
Oh,
fans
I
not
started
from
liking them
Boston.
within the past 20.
They're like, oh, I think I like the Patriots now after their 4th Super Bowl.
Yeah, like what? That's not how it works, people.
Seahawks fans not from Washington or Oregon,
Oh my gosh.
or I guess Idaho.
Or those people who, like, their team has a bad year, so they switch teams.
Like what? What? That's just a traitor move.
Bandwagon.
Are you guys people that'll be fans of a team in a different conference? Like I usually have a favorite AFC team every year.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
fair.
there are certain teams that I dislike less than others, if that's what you mean.
Honestly, like, I'm kind of like, okay, if you're not in the NFC North and you don't play the Packers this year, like, I hope you win. Good luck, man. I don't know. I kind of like the Colts. I like Andrew Luck. Rip Andrew Luck.
I want the Chargers to be really good because they have cool uniforms now.
That's true.
Yeah, I like the Chargers a decent amount. I don't know, the Titans, not the Titans, sorry, the Jacksonville Jaguars, they have a cool mascot, so they've got that going for them.
I like their unis.
Everybody hates their helmet, but I don't mind their helmet. I'm gonna keep it 100 right now.
Mm.
The gradient black to gold. I don't mind
Yeah.
it. I don't mind it.
I don't
I think
mind
it's
it
cool.
either.
And everybody thinks the Falcons jersey's really weird because it's a gradient black to red. I like gradient. Gradient's cool.
Mm-hmm. I'll be honest, like, I'm a Packers fan, but man, their jerseys,
Boring.
they're not pretty,
Yeah.
but you know
They're
what? They're
lame.
old school.
I want them to bring back the gold uniforms.
Hmm.
They used to
I would
have them
like-
in Madden, and I'd play with that uniform every time. Bring it
Oh, I
back.
forgot about those.
Bring it back.
Dang.
But not that weird Acme Packers ones, the blue ones with the yellow helmet.
Oh jeez. No.
Nah. If you're gonna have a cool color rush, make it all gold.
That
Yeah.
would be quite the
That's my hashtag unpopular opinion.
So, what do you think of Johnny Taylor going to the?
Should have traded for him.
I would have taken him over AJ. I'll just say that.
I would have taken him over Jordan Love.
Me too.
Yeah, I like the players from Wisconsin, and also he's really good, so I don't know why.
He's also a genius.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor is?
Yeah, he's like he was in like rocket science. What's that called? Astrophysics. He was an astrophysics major.
Oh, jeez.
Holy nuts, I didn't know that.
I mean, if you go to UW-Madison, you're pretty smart.
His options were, his top three was like Wisconsin, Rutgers, and Harvard.
Jeez.
Because he's from Rutgers, and that's like a smart school. And Harvard's Harvard.
Harvard is Harvard.
And
Yeah.
I think Wisconsin actually has like a better ranking astrophysics thing. I think that's one of the reasons he picked it too. Somehow.
Yeah, Wisconsin's a good school.
It is a good school. I didn't realize it was better at Harvard than at astrophysics.
I mean, maybe in one little subset.
Apparently.
Yeah. I mean, it's also way better for football, like
Football.
Harvard football. Harvard football, I mean.
Harvard's got
football
the
name going
used
for
to
it,
be
though.
really good.
Yeah, well, those days are long though.
They have like 13 national championships from the 30s.
Do you remember where Zach Bond went?
To high school?
No, what team he went to?
Saints.
Ooh, okay.
He went
So
to
he's going to a stacked team.
East West Bend High School, by the way.
Where's that?
West Bend.
I don't know where West Bend is, but
By
it's
Milwaukee.
in Wisconsin. Yeah. So he's a hometown kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would have been cool if the Packers got him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
we
and
need the
isn't-
linebacker.
Wasn't Orr from around here too? Well, Wisconsin. No,
I don't know.
Minnesota. Kylan
I'm not
look it
sure.
up.
All right.
Guessed. Look it up.
Hmm. Okay, how about the Chiefs picking a running back after their running back was literally the MVP for them in the Super Bowl? I know he wasn't given Super Bowl MVP, but that's because running backs are slept on and quarterbacks are overrated, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Anyway, what do you think of the Chiefs deciding, hey, we're going to get a running back instead of maybe, dialing up their defense a little?
I think they should have traded up and drafted Henry Ruggs.
That would have been OP. Like, that's not fair.
They would have had a track team.
Literally, like, they would be unstoppable.
Have like 3 or 4 dudes that run sub 4.3.
Did you guys expect the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl this year?
I wanted them to win the Super Bowl.
I wanted the Packers to.
They were my they were my AFC team.
Oh,
was kinda-
Orr is not from Wisconsin. Apparently, his hometown
Is
is
it
DeSoto,
Minnesota?
Texas.
Oof.
Who's from Minnesota? What the hell? I remember
Almost
us
had
having,
Texas
I remember
Bowl.
us having like a really good dude from Minnesota. I thought it was Orr.
Interesting. What was I saying? I forget what I
Nate Stanley. Did Nate Stanley get drafted?
stand.
The quarterback from Iowa. Whoa, what the H happened? Braden, what are you
Actually-
doing?
I mean,
I don't know if he was.
Braden, what are you doing?
Iowa quarterbacks aren't exactly loved.
Braden, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
You went into video mode.
I did?
Yes.
Oh
I
wait,
didn't
he
even
was
know.
drafted. He was drafted by the Vikings.
Oh, he's from
He's from Menominee.
yeah. I was gonna say he's from Wisconsin.
Phenomena.
I only know that because my
Oh my
dad
gosh.
my dad hates him because he went to Iowa even though he's from here.
I mean,
Well, and I think he was like committed here at one point.
Iowa's basically a factory of linemen and tight ends.
Yeah.
I respect.
I'm more of an
I
Iowa
mean-
State guy myself.
Hmm. Isn't there a guy who's like from Lakeside, Lutheran, that went to Iowa State to play cornerback or something?
Probably. I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Lakeside Lutheran is like stacked and everything.
Yeah. That's because they
Yeah.
can recruit.
Even at the stinking math meet,
They can?
won everything.
Yeah, they can recruit. They're a private school.
I knew Luther Prep could. I didn't know.
I think all private schools can recruit. Theoretically.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just got to outwork them.
Yeah, outwork some kids that are genetically predisposed to be better than you.
It's fair.
Yeah.
I try not to stutter. I try not to let genetics get in my way, even though I wasn't given the greatest.
Yeah, me neither. Get it?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
if
I do.
if a person with better genetics than you works just as hard as you do, then you're boned.
Then I'm gonna work harder than them. That's my mentality, dog.
What if they just like are still better than you?
Yeah, I
Then-
mean that's
then
me.
just Then just do steroids.
I just see the cow staring back. I don't know.
Speaking of high school sports, shall we go into thoughts on the 30 contact days of summer?
I want to hear
Yeah,
your
I-
thoughts, Dane, because I know you have quite the opinion on this.
I just wanted them to push back spring sports, and instead of calling it spring sports, you could just change the name to summer sports, because summer baseball used to be a real thing, and you could just take the rules from summer baseball and apply it to other sports. But that's just me, because I think about things. But you know who does? You know who doesn't? WIA.
Okay, but I feel like people with jobs could work around it. You know what I'm saying?
Get it, work around it.
Shut up.
Haha.
Yeah, but
I get what you're saying too.
most high school kids can drive though,
That's that.
and it's
I mean,
not like there's going to be many fans allowed to the sporting events anyway.
here's the thing. I mean, it's better to be outside anyway at this time. You might as well
Mhm.
encourage kids to do sports and stuff. Because I heard a statistic. I don't remember how reliable it is, but like something like the virus inside, when the virus is indoors, it can last on surfaces for like hours, but outside it dies in minutes because the heat and stuff, and it gets carried away with the wind.
Well,
like,
yeah,
you know.
it can't like be contained. It just kind of floats around.
Yeah, exactly. It's not as dangerous. So I'm just gonna encourage people first, get your vitamin D. Yeah, vitamin D.
D and C.
Go- Yeah,
Well, C
I mean,
because it's
it's-
good for the immune system, but D from the sun.
exactly. Go outside, get some exercise. Kind of go back to the episode 1 where we talk about working out. Like,
Yeah.
don't use quarantine as an excuse. Get outside.
We don't encourage meeting up with your friends, but if you're gonna do it, make sure it's outside and not inside, because
And distance.
that's even worse.
Exactly. Don't meet up inside. If you're gonna do it outside.
But
Not condoning it,
but
but-
don't do it. Talking to you,
Yeah.
Kylan.
Oh my gosh, there are people on my Instagram. I don't know if you guys have this too, that keep posting things about like
All
social distancing,
time.
like, oh my gosh, don't go out, and then they literally like post a picture with their boyfriend or their like friends, and I'm like, what are
Yeah,
you
they're
doing?
like,
Like,
Hard
what?
facts.
they're like, oh, social distancing, but they're all in a parking lot with like 20 people in the back of their car.
Yeah. I mean, that's technically socially distanced, but not the
Nah.
greatest idea.
It's not a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I did bring up my 80-year-old great grandma coming to my house in the car today.
It was in the car. I mean, I guess, I don't know. In the car, socially distanced, and you're outside, I guess it's like pretty safe.
As long as there's not more than 10 people.
Yeah.
I have no comment on that.
Kylan's been doing some non-social distancing things, hasn't he?
No, okay. What
Mm.
happened was this: I went with a group of friends to do like the car
You
ride
what?
from a distance.
You what?
No,
A
but
group? A
There
group?
were like 6 of us, but some other group met in
What?
the same place that we did, and we didn't even know. So there were like 11 people there, and like the cops came, and they were. Yeah, it was just not. It's not great, but we didn't
They
get in
were
trouble or
PO'd.
anything.
Imagine
Someone called
not
the
social
cops.
distancing.
Someone called the
That's
cops because apparently we
ridiculous.
were honking our horns, but no one was. But
I-
we were like socially distanced. At least I was. I don't know about the other people, but
I'm sorry, like, I believe in social distancing. Do your part, whatever. But you should not be calling the cops on people because of that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, that annoys me.
I
Like,
was
there's
Yeah.
no law.
I was about to say who I thought could have called the cops, but then I remembered I'd
Let's
have to
not.
edit it out, so I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do that.
Like,
yeah,
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
I'm gonna type it in the chat so the audience can't see it.
Okay. I feel like going out and seeing people if you're socially distanced with caution, isn't gonna like hurt anything, and it is like you need to see people to be like mentally well. So
that is true.
That's why we're doing this podcast.
Help your mental health. Anyway, that's a big thing. I actually I know I've heard things like this lockdown's gonna last till September. I don't think mentally we can take that. I would be honest. Like, humans are, even introverts, humans are social creatures. We need conversation, and being locked up, not being able to work, is going to drive us crazy.
Maybe there should be certain days in place where we can, like, go places.
I mean, here's my point of view. I don't agree with people going out and protesting right now.
That's dumb.
Yeah,
Even
that's
though
ridiculous.
That's real dumb.
I agree with like some of the premise of like, yeah, we got to start opening up eventually because people aren't making money right now.
Right.
And people need to feed their families. But going out and protesting is just making everything worse. Like, you're being around
Zoom
people.
conference protesting.
Oh my gosh.
We encourage Zoom conference protesting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my feeling. I think we eventually need to open back things back up for mental health reasons. Yeah, slowly. Not just, hey, everyone go back. Like, I like the idea of the phases. I think they're a little extreme, but, we'll work that out.
I like the less than 55 or whatever thing. Because then that allowed sporting events, and kids need sports to stay active because they don't like doing it by themselves.
Obesity.
That's me. That's me.
More like me. Anyway.
Wow.
I'm just going to call myself out.
John,
it's all cool, man. I'm used to it. But yeah, I feel like we eventually got to go back, do it slowly. Let's do it right. But yeah, people need to like be able to work eventually and go outside. I still think you should be able to go outside, and I think there's maybe a level of too much paranoia right now.
Where, there definitely is.
People calling the cops or getting angry at you if you're not wearing a mask. I feel like people forget that if you're not wearing a mask does not prevent you from getting it. It just helps if you have it. Yeah, it helps you not spread it. But I feel like when you wear a mask if you are forced to break the social distance bounds by going to the store and standing in a line with someone or something like that. But otherwise, like if I'm gonna go outside and run around, I'm not gonna wear a mask or walk the dog or whatever. And I've seen people like in the car with their mask on. I'm like, what? Why are you wearing a mask?
You're not supposed to put it on until you get out of the car.
Yeah. It's frustrating.
Yeah, frustrating is definitely the word of choice that I would use to describe this.
Yeah, and the thing is, I remember at the beginning of this, we all expected this to be like 3 to 4 weeks tops, and we're already in, what is this, week 5? I've lost track.
A lot.
Honestly, I think it's like week 6.
Yeah, because it started in mid-March, like March 17th or something like that, and now we're in like late April.
Yeah.
Is it the 27th? I can't
26th.
26th. We were supposed to start back on the 27th, technically. That's not going to happen.
No.
Probably not.
Well, definitely not. Stay-at-home order by Evers says that we're not going back to school.
What day is the stay-at-home order supposed to expire?
May 26th, I believe.
Okay.
But he said school's canceled the rest of the
year. Yeah, I'm asking because the baseball group chat is blowing up right now, and somebody asked when the lockdown ends.
Yeah, it's 1 month.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't think it should be completely lifted. Like, I think we should still be encouraged to stay home, but I want us to go to phase 2 because that allows for sporting events.
Or even like right now it's the stay-at-home order. Maybe lift that and be like, if you're gonna meet someone, stay socially distant. Maybe outside or something like that.
Social distance order.
Yeah. Honestly, I hope they open hair salons soon because I need a haircut. I'm just gonna put that out there.
We all do. Yeah.
My hair's and it's not like there's like 50 people like conjugating at a hair salon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My mom already cut my hair, so
I'm not letting anyone touch my hair. Except for my hairstylist.
That's how I'm feeling.
My mom's a hairstylist, so.
Oh, okay. Well,
and a nurse.
Well, she used to be a hairstylist. Technically, she still has her license, so she can get cheap products.
You have
Oh,
to have a
nice.
license to cut hair.
Well, okay, she has a license to like get salon products.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's like a motorcycle license.
Yes.
I don't think it's anything like a motorcycle license. Just gonna put that out there.
Yeah,
What?
you get to drive scissors.
Clippers through their neck.
Dude, did you see that video of the dude with like the big shears and instead of like regular scissors
No.
Nope.
for hair cutting?
We're
That's
not
kinda
weird
sick.
like you.
No, it was like
Dang.
it was one of those this week on the internet things, I think.
Well, I'll be honest. I have a very specific, select few things I watch on YouTube
Memes.
and the internet. MMG.
MMG. Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee.
I just like to let you guys know we're at 50 minutes.
Good
Okay.
job. We can go for an hour or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Let
I
the
just thought I'd let you
conversation
know.
flow, brother.
I was just letting you know.
All
I
right.
mean, I eventually got to work out,
Yeah, work
practice
out.
what I
Tonight?
preach.
Mm.
Yeah, I already lifted, but I should probably do some cardio,
Oh, okay. I usually work out in the mornings because I like getting it over with.
Can't
That's
relate.
true. Like, the more the day goes on, the less I want to do it, so.
Yeah.
I have a set schedule where I do it right after lunch.
Okay.
That's what I was doing.
Like I do at least one assignment in the morning, but usually I finish because I don't get that many.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then I do workout, and then I do whatever assignments are
YouTube.
left. Whatever
Yeah,
assignments are left. Or
I usually wake up at like
podcast.
8 and then work out and then like shower and eat breakfast and then do schoolwork and then eat lunch and then I'm done with my stuff for the day. And then I just do whatever.
Impressive. What the?
What was that?
Okay, Dane.
That's
We
really
don't need
loud.
any loud noises during the
It's really,
podcast.
really loud.
Chris Reviews is going to attack us again.
Yeah, he won't watch this far.
Touche.
He hasn't
Yeah.
watched our past episodes, so
You're really getting at it, Kylan. I mean, I get up around, I don't know, I've stopped setting an alarm. I just naturally wake up at 8:30 now. And then I
Okay.
kind of lazily get up and do my schoolwork till about noon. And then I'll work out in the afternoon.
I get up at
Yeah.
9:30.
I mean, my thing is sometimes I can't really sleep well at night, so I feel like if I keep a consistent sleep schedule, that helps me like be able to actually fall asleep. So that's why I do what I do.
I agree with
Also,
that
I'm a morning
100%.
person.
I used to be.
I'm a morning person when I want to be.
And then school happens and it just kills me.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
honestly miss school though. Like I know a lot of people are happy about this, but I miss being able to like see people and feel like my life has meaning, you know? And I miss Hag, Legend.
I miss
Gotta put that out there.
shenanigans with the homies, but I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
miss school itself.
Right.
There's parts I miss. There's parts like the part I enjoy is school is easier now. If it was that easy and we just had to go, I'd love it. I wish I could mix the two because I do miss like being with the friends and track, all that stuff.
I
it.
miss being at the mercy of teachers and pushing the boundary and not
Oh my
getting in
gosh.
trouble. But I can't do that here. If I piss off my mom, she's just going to kick me out of the house.
Mm. Oh, so break the stay-at-home order, huh?
Ooh, and then
What a
I
good
can,
Oh.
nurse.
then I can hang out with my grandparents.
Nice.
That would not be good. We have to stay away from the older people.
Fine, I'll go get my own apartment or
There
be
is like a
homeless.
point where like I feel like most of us, I don't know, I shouldn't say most of us. I think us three, we've all followed like the guidelines. Like I haven't really seen anyone.
Yeah, I
Like-
mean, like I said, the only thing I've done was from like more than 6 feet away in a parking lot. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
so like
seen.
I feel like there's a point where like we're not contagious. Like
I mean,
Yeah.
it's probably a little
The only-
dangerous to assume.
the only problem that I face is that my mom's a nurse.
oh
Yeah,
right.
that'll do it. That'll do it.
that would do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
How
that's-
is that
that's
like
the
for
only problem.
her? Has she been moved from having to deliver children to now like having to work coronavirus cases, or is she just
Nah, she still pulls out kids.
Nice.
Wait,
well,
is
I
she
mean,
an OBGYN?
No, she's just a labor delivery nurse.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess babies don't stop coming. There is a
true.
virus.
It's true.
Yeah.
Dude, she's gonna be busy because apparently there's gonna be a new wave of children
Oh,
because
jeez.
everyone's locked up. If you know
What's
what I mean.
What's 9 months from before today?
Like around Christmas.
Christmas
Yeah.
babies.
Love it.
Oh my gosh.
New
we
Year's
need
babies.
A bigger, we need more population problem.
More influx
yeah.
of children.
You know what's nice about populations is nature levels it out itself.
That's what it's doing right now.
Yeah.
True. We needed
Yeah.
another plague in a way.
Chill.
I'm gonna get yelled at like
Eight,
a loved one, and they're gonna be like, really?
1820, massive plague. 1920, massive plague. 2020?
That's true.
That's my favorite meme.
I've never seen that, but it's true.
Yeah.
I gotta say, of all the plagues, like this one is like, I'm not gonna say coronavirus is like a big deal, but like compared to the other ones, this isn't.
Dude, Ebola was scary as hell.
Well,
Yeah,
Ebola had much higher death rates than this. It wasn't
Yes.
as contagious, I don't think, but its death rates were a lot higher.
Well, it wasn't as contagious only because it spread differently.
Yeah.
It had to be spread from like the blood of the person, right?
Yeah, well, and I think just contact with a bodily fluid at all.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, as long as you weren't sharing drinks or
As long
sucking
as you weren't
people's
getting
blood.
long you weren't getting spat on.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember that. I forgot that was the big scare. But you know,
Was that
the Spanish
2015?
flu killed. I want to say it was a lot of people.
yeah.
I don't want to say a fourth of the population, but it was an absurd.
Third? I think
I
it
don't know.
infected at least a third.
Yeah, it was insane. But anyway,
Dude, Spanish
I'm
flu
glad.
also killed 10% of the people.
yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to live through the Spanish flu. You know,
Yeah.
I try to be thankful that I can.
Or like polio. Polio was just
Yeah, put kids in iron lungs.
Dude,
Oh,
imagine
gave us
not
FDR.
vaccinating your kids.
oh my gosh.
polio.
Anti-vaxxers
Read your codes.
Go off, Kylan. Go
don't
off,
mean to call
Kylan.
'em out.
Go off, Kylan.
are literally so dumb. Like I don't understand. I'm sorry.
Go
That's
off,
just
Kylan.
what do you have to gain from not getting a
They have
vaccine?
essential oils. Okay.
Honestly, there are people that make me very angry, and anti-vaxxers are some of them. Just gonna put that out there.
Dude,
Yeah, you should talk to Reed sometime.
I
We'll
just-
have you and Reed on to discuss anti-vax.
I just don't like
Oh my
white people
gosh.
in general, and I feel like that's kind of a white people thing.
Dang,
Not
you
just white
literally-
people, white girls.
Oh my
Starbucks.
gosh.
Yes.
Currently the death
Give me a pair
rate.
of Vans.
Currently the death rate of
Let me post it on
coronavirus.
TikTok.
Shut up.
Yes.
Currently the death rate of coronavirus is 6.9%.
No way.
Okay. That's actually higher than I thought it was.
It's
It was at like 4%, but now more people are getting it.
it's probably lower because we don't know how many people actually had it, and we're just ace.
That's of closed cases, which is cases which have had an outcome, 19% were deaths.
Yeah, I heard a more realistic numbers, like more percent, just because we don't know how many people actually got it.
What
Yeah.
percent? You keep cutting out. I couldn't hear.
One.
Oh.
Uno.
They are kind of overreporting because basically everything that is respiratory illness is being counted as coronavirus.
Or someone who like dies of something else but has coronavirus in their system.
Right.
It might be counted as that. So it is a little inflated. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a point where you gotta sift out all the media, and there's a lot of. I'm not gonna blame either side because both sides are doing it politically, but there's a lot of people trying to take shots at each other.
Both sides
And-
are being real dumb right now.
Yeah, oh
And-
my gosh. Did you see? This is random, but they're trying to sneak in undoing a law made during the Obama administration that prevented healthcare from discriminating against transgender people.
I
The Trump
did see that.
administration's trying to
That-
take that down.
That's just not
Jeez.
a reason
Well-
to not give
Yeah.
treatment.
Like they don't have better things to be doing right now.
Like the
how do they
Hippocratic,
even have time to be thinking about
the
taking
Hippocratic
away rights?
oath is you treat whoever comes to you.
No matter what.
Something like that.
I
I'm
mean,
pretty
like
sure.
it's like when they have a mass shooter and they get shot by the cops, the doctors still have to treat them. Like I know that's a terrible comparison, but like no matter what, who the person is, like you.
Exactly.
Like I don't care. Who.
I talked about this to Grace Lewis Rindle, by the way.
Oh yeah, she posted that on her story about it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's just there's not really a reason for that to be a thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, why are they even thinking about that right now? Like they have so many other problems to deal with that are much more relevant.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and like not trying to. I'll just like give an example of like the other side doing it is like when they tried to put out a coronavirus relief bill who weren't making money, they tried to shoehorn in climate change, which again I'm actually in favor of trying to do something for climate change, but like right now we should probably focus on the problem instead of trying to get political agendas through.
Well, and right now climate change is slowing down because nobody's doing anything. In China, the CO2 levels have dropped dramatically.
Yeah, everyone who's saying that humans don't cause some of the climate change are gonna have a real heck of a time trying to deny it now after this because it's very obvious now.
Getting political, we're getting dangerous, but yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Also,
real talk.
I think I might just drink some disinfectant to get rid of the coronavirus.
Oh.
Jeez, when I heard that, I was...
Yikes.
We're gonna put heat inside of the body. It's gonna save everyone. Sorry.
I was just kidding about the heat thing, guys.
I'm very upset. The fact that he went to college, like, how did you go to college?
He went to a good college, too.
Like, what?
It's called De Niro.
Where did he...
I don't know. I just want a president who is actually educated.
Damn it.
That is,
I was about to say we're not specifying who we're talking about.
Like,
I think once again, I feel like once again we're gonna have a really crappy choice on who we choose to elect this year.
What's new?
Yeah.
Thanks, Hillary.
Yikes.
Just gonna throw you out there.
Oh,
like the choice between Obama and Biden, there wasn't really a wrong answer. The choice between who's the next guy? Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
Mitt Romney, not a great choice. He is kind of a goofus, but not. Hey, who's the lesser evil? That's the problem we have these days.
Yeah.
Braden, I know you don't agree with what I just said, but
I'm not gonna fight. I don't want to make this an argument podcast, but like
Joe Rogan.
There's a part of me where I'm just like, I'm tired of all the fighting, and like, why can't we just get along? Like, why when in a time of like trying, like, both sides, I'm lecturing both sides here, in a time where we need to come together and our nation's thing that it's never gone through before, why can't we just try, instead of trying to take shots at each other, just try to come together for a little bit, like just a bit. I'm tired of it. A little tired of it.
Yeah, I am as well.
By the way, the person we were impersonating earlier, he went to the University of Penn.
Yes, I know.
Ivy League school.
Like, what?
One of the really good Ivy League schools.
I'm so
like
confused.
Top 5.
Interesting stuff.
Top 5 favorite Ivy League schools, go.
Yale.
Number 5, Dartmouth.
I would say Columbia University.
Number 4, the one in New York, the Big Red.
Cornell.
Cornell. Number 2.
Is that it?
Princeton.
I like how you skipped number 3.
No, number 3 was I already forgot. Cornell. Kylan's was number 4. Number 1, Yale. Harvard, overrated.
Touche.
I started an application to Yale, and then I never finished it.
Should I apply to Yale? That's
yes.
the question I'm going to put out.
You might as well just flex on everyone.
100%.
Like, if you get accepted, like, you could just be like, yeah, I got accepted.
Even if
but
you
didn't
don't,
go.
if you don't want to go to Yale, the biggest flex ever is to get accepted to Yale and not go.
And be
mean,
like,
that
you're
is
not good
true.
enough for me, and then go to Cambridge instead.
It's also
mean-
$80 to apply to Yale. So
Most private schools though will waive the fee if you just even say that you're interested in financial aid. I don't know if Yale is one of those schools, but a lot of
Yale-
them do that.
I would like to say that Yale's probably not one of those schools.
I'm not sure. I mean, University of Chicago does that. University of Chicago has like
That's fair.
a very similar acceptance rate and prestigiousness of Yale. I don't
Also,
know if
you should-
prestigiousness is a word.
Is that
Yeah,
where
it
the
is.
man behind the camera is going? I'm trying to remember.
I think so. I think both of them are. Or
Interesting.
they're both going to schools in Chicago, I think.
They're
Have
not
you
going to the
decided, Dave?
University of Chicago, no.
Are they not? I remember
Okay.
them talking about it.
I know they're going in Chicago, but I didn't know where.
Yeah.
I remember them talking about possibly going to Chicago.
I mean,
I know we looked at DePaul. and a couple
Yeah,
others.
DePaul. I thought one of them was going to DePaul and one of them was going to Chicago.
I think Chris is going to Columbia College. I could be wrong.
Oh,
Ooh.
now that you say that, I think you're right.
I don't know about the
Chris.
other one.
Chris, the man behind the camera.
I
I
like
think the
it.
man behind the camera is going to DePaul.
Maybe.
Could be.
I do remember now that those were the three options.
He at least visited it.
Yeah.
I think they visited Chicago too.
Dane, you know where you're going?
No,
Dang,
let's-
you should
let's
come to
talk
the
through it.
University of Chicago with me.
I'm poor.
Okay,
Chicago's
Dane,
expensive.
let's talk through your options. What are you thinking? You want to play baseball, right?
Yeah,
What do you want to study?
kinesiology.
Oh, okay. You're gonna need more muscles. Sorry.
You don't need to have muscles to study muscles, Braden.
Oh, it's easier.
No, it's not.
Anyway.
Oh, I know what this one is.
Do you have like a top 5 schools that you're looking at?
Yeah, sure.
What list?
Not in order. Madison College, Quincy University. What was the other one? Briarcliff University. I don't know if I really have a top 5.
Ah,
Well, and there's
So-
there's a couple junior colleges in Illinois that I was thinking of too.
so is out of state or in state important to you?
Not if they give me enough financial aid. Don't care.
And are those 3 schools all offered you quite a bit?
Quincy cut off a bunch of stuff and brought it down to less than some of the state schools that have offered me. Well, all of the state schools. I only applied to one. And I haven't gotten financial aid stuff from Madison or Briarcliff yet, but I think I'm getting a $15,000 per year scholarship from Briarcliff.
Interesting. And where's Briarcliff?
Iowa. I think it's
Yikes.
Sioux City? No.
Sioux City.
They're really good. Their baseball program's really good, though.
Man,
I've never even
really,
heard of that school.
I can't say that, but I'd
Well,
very
they're-
much not like to
it's-
live in Iowa.
It's an
a
NIA
boring
school.
state.
NAIA school.
Oh.
What's holding you back from your decision, Dane? Tell me about it.
Financial aid.
Because not all have offered yet.
Well, it's not that. If Madison College gave me, talk to me about their baseball program other than saying, hey, our roster's full, but you can come to their fall tryout. If I got better response from them, I would be like, all right, fine, I'll go to Madison College. But I haven't. That's
Interesting.
why.
Well, their roster's full. Necessarily something that just resolves itself.
Well, the fact that they said that I should come to fall tryouts means there's a chance I could either take a roster spot or they actually have roster spots open that they don't recruit for just so they can have walk-ons. But
Interesting
that's
idea.
scary.
Is baseball a must for you?
Pretty. I mean, it's a 99% thing.
Interesting.
Like,
Well, you better decide soon.
yeah, I know. I think the signing day is like May 31st.
Better hurry. I mean, you got lots of time to think about it, big boy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Which isn't ideal. I don't like that.
Interesting.
The more I think about it, the more difficult it sounds.
I mean, you
So-
could always just do the good old eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
That's true.
Classic.
Problem is,
Coins.
some of them are cheaper than others.
Yeah.
You gotta wait. That's part of it. Deciding a college is weighing your options.
Yeah. How much are you having to spend for Cedarville again?
Jeez, I don't remember. It looks like when you look up average tuition, it's like $26 a year, which is really high. But with financial aid, I think it's $9,000 a year, maybe 10, maybe 12. I don't.
I wish mine would get brought down that low.
Yeah,
The cheapest offer I've gotten is from Quincy, and it was $16,700.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
yeah. I basically took a whole bunch of music scholarships, even though I don't really plan to continue too much with music. Might as well.
Oh, jeez. I just looked up the University of Chicago's. I mean, obviously, I've already looked at this, but
$50,000.
yeah, with room and board, it could be up to like $70,000. But the average cost after aid is much less than that, so that's a plus.
Yeah, well, you're also like got a 35 on the ACT. They'll cut it down a lot for you.
I don't know. I
I'm
mean,
telling you that right now.
they only let in really smart people anyway, so I don't
Yeah,
know. But
but-
they do give a lot of like financial aid if you just need it, you know, like they'll just
Well,
give it to you.
and I don't know about University of Chicago, but most private schools, if you have a really good GPA and really good ACT score, they will give you a massive scholarship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which we know you have. So
4.0,
yeah,
35
just,
on the ACT.
Yeah, just put my scores on there. you know.
Shouts out to Kylan Bartel.
Actually, Dane, I technically have a 36 now that I've taken it twice.
Sorry.
Oh, you can super score. I
Sorry.
Yeah, you know,
Wait, you-
honestly, only accomplishment, biggest accomplishment of my life.
wait,
Standardized testing.
since you're a grade lower than us, but you've done a lot of things in our grade. Do you have enough credits to graduate this year?
I actually need like 1 credit or 1.5, something like that to graduate.
Dang. Are you gonna
English.
do a full year next year, or are you gonna just do like half year since you barely need it?
I'm gonna do a full year because, well, I want to be valedictorian, so obviously, if you graduate early, you can't. And also for the musical, I am a sucker for the musicals, as we all know.
Fair.
I'm going to UW-Madison next year for most of my classes, and then I'm also taking AP Calc BC online, and I'm gonna be taking like 2 Heights classes. Like in the afternoon, I'll take Heights classes.
Do you have all your gym credits?
Yeah, I do. I actually took online gym this semester.
Yeah. See, all I needed this year was my gym and my AP English.
All I
Yeah.
needed was English. I should have just doubled up on English last year.
Taking the humanities class.
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
I could have been out of here.
Yeah, and you still doing football next year then?
I would like to say yes, but there are a couple things that I'm not sure because, first of all, who knows if we'll even have a season, and also, well, a couple reasons I don't really want to say in here, but one of them I will say is my health because I've had at least 2, possibly 3 concussions. We just mentioned my ACT score's pretty high, so my brain is kind of important, and I don't want to
Yeah.
be like, you know, I don't want to lose that, so I'm kind of wary. I would like to say that I'm playing, but I'm honestly not sure at this point.
Gotcha.
Also, I kind of suck, so I don't know if the team really needs me, but, you know.
You do it for fun though, right?
Yeah, I do. I love the
That's
sport.
what football's for.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just some fun with
Yeah.
the boys.
It's also my senior season, so it's like, I kind of want to finish it out, but I don't know. It's just
Yeah, I
kind of
wish
hard.
I could finish out my favorite senior season.
Yeah.
Good
Rip.
thing mine got done within the.
Screw you, Braden.
Yep. I kind of
Yeah.
wish I could have done football and stuff. I don't think grade wise and health wise I could have handled it, but would have been.
Yeah. I'm really bummed that I can't play soccer, because I mean, technically I could, but I'm not gonna double up in sports when I can hardly play one. I'm not the most athletically gifted person, but I do miss soccer.
Yeah, it's fun. I chose soccer mostly because like I get beat up a lot, and I didn't need football to beat me up even more.
Yeah.
I already have plenty of concussions.
Maybe you would have dealt more injuries than you would have gotten in football.
I thought that for soccer. It's more the impact on my joints, like high impact running, like jumping and stuff, like rough on me because I'm pretty heavy.
I mean, my head is just very injury susceptible. Like, I literally can bump my head on like a door and it'll hurt for like 2 days. So,
yikes.
Concussions, love it.
I never really had a concussion.
You're lucky.
Well, okay, everyone's probably had one if they played football, but I don't think I've officially had one.
Okay. Yeah, when I was in 6th grade, I got tackled by Brody Randall, who was an 8th grader at the time. I got smoked. No pads on or anything.
Yikes.
Probably got a concussion.
I got drilled from I got drilled by some kid from some ferry, and my body felt kind of tingly, but I never checked to see if I got a concussion.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, one time we played Sun Prairie in youth. I don't know if you were on the team at this point in time, but we literally crushed them so bad that they were putting everyone at running back. I got a couple running back reps.
Oh, no. Whenever we played Sun Prairie, it was always their A team, and they always killed us.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, one year for youth, we were actually undefeated. We were really good, but I don't know. I was on a different team than you, I think.
Probably. I just remember the one year we were really good, and we were 4-0, and we'd played all Madison schools.
Oh,
and then we played Madison West, and they whooped the crap out of us.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Some of the dudes we played were so huge. Like, what were they feeding those kids? But we also had Connor Hurling. Connor Hurling, I don't think he's listening to this, but if he is,
hey,
he's
shouts out to Spike, dude. Tank. Dude, I might have to tag Spike in this so he sees it.
He's not gonna want to listen to a podcast for like an hour just to hear his name once.
I'll give him a timestamp.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Braden's doing. I'm pretty sure his dad popped in again.
Oh, okay.
So, what else should we talk about? I mean, we're over an hour, I think. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at an hour and 17. Braden, we're at an hour and 17.
Good. 3 more hours, right?
Yeah, we'll switch to a live stream when we're done with this.
Great idea.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear what happened the past 5 minutes, but
we were talking
about
about old football when we were youth.
Yeah.
I was a
youth program. It's a good old time.
I was the biggest man except Zach Carter.
Yeah.
Youth football was great for me because I was the same size as everyone else. But then in high school, everyone just outgrew me, and I was just like a shrimp. But youth was good.
Good times.
Braden, let's talk about your football prowess.
What top defensive lineman? Maybe in the state, for 6th graders. No, I enjoyed defensive line a lot. Did not love offensive line, especially because as I got older, I was one of the better ones, so they made me center, and that was like probably too much pressure for me, so I didn't play as well that year. And then I got concussions, so I decided to play soccer, and that's about it.
Dude,
I wish I had done it.
Defensive end and outside linebacker were my favorite positions.
Yeah, I would love to do like D end or something, but I'm really short like for that position. Like most guys are at least over 6'2". I mean, or 6'1", like, at least. And I don't even break 6 feet. Well, I have the space for it.
Did you guys know I used to be a lineman?
We were like all linemen.
Yeah, I was like O-line. I honestly liked linemen, but obviously I'm too small for it now.
I liked being a pulling guard. That was fun. Just trample linebackers. It was a good time.
I got to run the ball like once, and I got stuffed at the goal line.
I got like a 4-yard run. That was like the highlight of my running career.
I played.
The only
tight
time I
end a
touched the
couple
ball
times.
was when I stripped it for a fumble.
Oh,
And then
nice.
they called a whistle because I was a blue star.
Same.
Oh, dang. The blue star. I forgot about that.
It was rough, man.
Dude, yeah. But it kind of made sense, though, because some of the kids were real
Just-
scrawny.
I don't care if
Yeah.
it makes sense. It's boring.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I mean, they want that time to teach kids technique, and if they're trying to tackle a kid who's 50 pounds bigger than them, they're just going to quit because they got their brains now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. With the shape I'm in now, I don't know. Actually, I'm really injured, but like my size, I'm like size of a big running back. That would have been fun. I'm not very fast though, so.
Yeah. I remember one game we were in Monroe, and this was back before I got my heart fixed. So, like right before the game started, I was having it's called tachycardia. Braden, you should know. We had an anatomy checkup on it. It's where your heart
Totally
beats.
did not cheat for that and just use the internet. Continue.
It's where your heart beats really fast, and I
Yes.
had that. And once it subsided, I came in, and it was right before the end of the first half. And I came in for the first play. First play, ran in, and I scared the quarterback, which it was like a read option or something. He dropped the
Oh,
football,
nice.
and I dove on the ball.
Dude, I remember that. I think I was on your team.
Ow,
Jeez,
Braden!
Did you guys hear that?
that was you.
Dude,
That
my
wasn't me.
fire alarm just went off. What the heck? Blooper time?
Jeez, Kyle. I'm
blame
keeping it
me.
in.
Is there a fire or what?
I'm not editing.
Mm.
Not editing this.
Alright, we're good. There's not a fire.
Tell Natalie to
Oh.
fix it.
I was basically the Aaron Donald of youth football.
Dude, I was basically the
Wisconsin.
JJ Watt minus the injuries.
I
Mm.
mean, I was basically just a lineman. Like, I played every down, every snap, offense and defense.
Me
as a
too.
lineman.
Me too.
Dude, I
I
hate
know.
Yeah.
I just
O-line
like defense
sucks.
more. D line is better than O line.
O-line is
I
bull.
like-
That's what I said. O-line sucks.
Yeah.
I liked O-line because I like the feeling of, like, protecting the quarterback and feeling responsible for that.
But it's not as
But-
fun as fighting
Yeah.
through that and hitting someone.
I've always been a defensive guy. I like defense.
Also, in that
I remember-
same Monroe game, it was like the next drive, and I like got through almost unblocked, and I drilled the quarterback.
Oh, jeez.
Good job.
That was my favorite part of youth football.
Belleville, I
I-
broke the kid's wrist.
Dude, Belleville
Oh my
sucks at
gosh.
everything.
My
Mhm.
favorite memory was probably I never really played much special teams, but one game they just threw me in on like kickoff or something, and I had no idea what the heck was going on, but I like smeared the kid that had the ball. It was
Good
lit.
job.
Dope.
Kicker and
Yeah.
punter here also.
Oh yeah.
Pat McAfee.
Field goal kicker. You got to kick
I
like
was-
2.
I was terrible. Like, if I did it now I can drill 55-yard field goals, but back
Oh,
then
nice.
I couldn't even make an extra point.
Braden, maybe you
I was a
should try
decent
out-
punter.
Maybe you should try out for Cedarville kicker.
They don't even have a football team.
Do they not have a football team?
That's why they're
Oh, really?
undefeated since 1968.
Oh, I've never seen
That
that.
would do it.
Yep. Yeah.
That's kind of dope.
They have, like, flag football intramural, but I might do that because,
Yeah, but nobody kicks field goals in intramural.
exactly. Also, my kicking leg, ever since I sprained my MCL, I can't kick nearly as far.
Oh yeah.
Braden, have you ran a 40 time since the last time you did it?
No, because I also hurt my knee.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Remember? Yeah. It's rough.
That's the only reason I'm running faster 40 times than Braden right now.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, I haven't ran a 40 since like middle school football, and I would run it. We did like a competition, and I was running against Hunter Walls, and we tied like every single time.
Hunter's pretty quick.
Kylan, I think we should have a competition of who runs a faster 40 time.
It's definitely you now. I mean,
Mm.
I'm very vertically challenged, so my strides are really short, and also you have the added benefit of testosterone.
Yeah,
and
but
blood
I'm
steroid,
not a good runner.
I suppose.
I can confirm that.
Thanks, Braden.
Yep.
I
Hey,
haven't
I've
ran
gotten
in a
better.
while.
If you saw my form now, Braden, you'd be like, "Oh, that's marginally
It's probably better than what it was used to.
You used to slide your feet, like shuffle.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
weird.
it's much better than that.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
You still
oh,
got big
that's
Clyde hoppers for feet.
That's
but you can't do
marginally
anything about
better.
that. Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should just chop my toes off.
You beat me in a race sophomore year. I was also 240 pounds.
Yeah, and I was 140.
Yeah.
160. I was kind of chubby.
How you getting? How big you are right now?
I was 190 last time I stepped on a scale.
Dang. You need to get to this 200 club.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do
Life's good.
all muscle,
Dang.
200 club.
I'm
Get
at
on
a
that
solid 136 right now. And it's been like that for literally years. Like,
The last time I weighed that much was in 5th grade.
yeah, I am just a little shrimp.
I think
but
I was
it's fine.
also that weight in 5th grade. That's the longest it's been.
I think I was too, and I just haven't grown since. Like, that's the thing. I haven't grown since like 5th grade.
Kylan, put some muscle on, bud.
Dude, I mean, I don't know.
You hit the
working
weights
out
pretty
4
hard.
days a week, so
Maybe you
you'd
should
think
just
that there would
have
be something. But,
an all-protein diet.
What kind of workout you doing? Might as well go into this realm.
on Mondays I do hang clean for my power lift. Wednesdays I do squats. Fridays I do deadlift, and then Saturday I don't really do like a main lift. And then I do just basically like every muscle group I do every day because I have rest days in between. So
Gotcha.
I'll do chin-ups or pull-ups, whatever you want to call them. I haven't been doing as much bench lately because I think I sprained my sternum, so it kind of hurts.
Jeez.
So yeah, I've been
That's
trying to like
unfortunate.
do lighter weights so that I don't like hurt myself.
That's smart.
Yeah. I do ab workouts like every day.
Dude.
My
I-
workouts take like 50 minutes, I would say. It's not like incredibly a large workout or anything, but whatever.
Okay.
Your ab
Yeah, it
workouts
depends
take
for me.
50 minutes?
No, not the ab workouts. Jeez.
I was gonna say I hate doing it for like 10 minutes.
10, yeah, that's what 10-minute ab workout's good enough.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm
I'm lucky enough to have like weights and stuff, so.
I don't.
Yeah, I have dumbbells that go up to 90, which like good for upper
Jeez.
body, not great for body. Cause like I squat 350.
Right.
Maybe-
I haven't been able to do like really like heavy weight, so I'm just doing more reps because obviously I don't have like a spotter and I don't have a squat rack, so that would just be
Exactly.
unsafe.
I'm hitting pretty heavy on the dumbbell bench press. I've been steadily increasing my reps at 90. So first I got 4, then I got 5, then I got 6, and now I got 8.
Nice.
So eventually I'll be repping it like the combine, hitting 25.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, too
Jeez,
bad it's
jeez, when I see them doing 225 and just repping it, I'm jealous.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
that
say,
one
too
dude
bad
got
it's
like
not 225.
44.
Yeah,
The highest was 44. Like, holy crap.
I can maybe do 3.
I could do none because that is
Yeah,
like
I can't do that.
my all-time max is like 140.
That's
I
more
could
than your
maybe-
body weight, though.
True.
I could maybe try one and drop it on myself.
Yeah.
I might
mean,
start to get it up and then I'll just drop it. So that's
Yeah.
pretty solid.
I would like to think that my max is higher now, but like I said, I can't really go up in weight because I don't want to injure myself. So hopefully after I get surgery, I'll have time for my chest in general to just like heal, and then I'll be able to come back.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, my surgery is in like 25 days, so I hope it doesn't get
Are
canceled.
they
because
gonna
that would
let
suck.
you do that?
I think they're starting to let
coronavirus?
more surgeries like take place. So
Well, what I'm hearing is like a lot of doctors, like surgeons who aren't in like the whole coronavirus test thing, have nothing to do right now. So they're
Right.
just trying to open those back up because
and the
those guys
hospitals are
aren't
losing
working.
out on revenue as well.
Yeah, they're
because-
losing money right now.
Right, and they need that money to buy things like masks and etc. So
And like
I
everything.
think they should open them up.
Maybe they should
Mhm.
just like cut off all access to other parts of the hospital and have one entrance and and another exit.
I'm sure they could find a way to open things back up for hospitals.
Yeah. This is a really long episode.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, did anyone stay this long? Who knows?
Probably not.
If you stayed this long, like creds to you. We love you.
Comment.
Yeah, send us a DM. No. If
Send
people
us a
see the
DM.
comments, they just.
Send us a DM,
DM us.
saying wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Yeah, it's actually called. I call it a hootie hoo. Long story.
That's
Hootie
not
hoo?
a hootie hoo, bro. it's the wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Do you want to know why I call it a hootie hoo?
That's from a musical.
No, it's not. Okay, you know, my freshman year, I had this party at my house, and I had like no friends, so I didn't think anyone would come.
Same.
But some people did, and one of those people was Mariah Call, and we had like a white elephant, and she got this calendar that has like a holiday for every day of the year, and on February 20th is like Hootie Hoo Day or something, and we were all like, "What is that?" So she told us about it. And I don't know if you've seen the shirts that we wear, but we made like shirts and everything, and we were like,
Is why you chose that as your picture?
yeah, actually. So the Hootie Hoo Day is like scaring away winter because you go outside and you like wave your arms and you're like Hootie Hoo. I don't know, it's some stupid.
Like
it's a
a
real
wacky
holiday.
inflatable arm
You
flailing
built
tube.
some real
Exactly.
lore.
Yeah, so we decided that it looked like those like tube guys. So
Wacky
now we
inflatable
call
arm
them Hootie
flailing
Hoos.
tube man.
Actually, I think that Hootie Hoo Day should be a like national holiday because I
Agreed.
Should
think
get off
it's
school.
a good time.
Yes, we
Yeah.
should get off school.
Should be a federal holiday.
I mean, yeah, February 20th. Be there, be square.
Exactly. We're building a movement here.
Yes.
I was about to ask Siri what Hootie Hoo Day was, and then I remembered that my phone's microphone's working.
Rough.
You hate to see it.
Yeah. Gosh, also, mention, we haven't, it's been 2 weeks since we recorded.
Yeah. Also, you keep cutting out.
Definitely
I'm
because
actually
we're
like-
busy. No, it's because we completely forgot, can be honest.
Yeah,
we're
you guys must
definitely
be
not
really busy, right?
Yeah, Dylan G. At Dylan G.
At
Oh my gosh.
Dylan G. At Ladders Inc. At Chris Reviews.
Put them on the podcast. They need to
We did.
speak about their actions.
Oh yeah, that's true. He did actually want to be on because he feels like he's the victim. I still haven't read his text that he sent me on Snapchat.
That's like
Wait, which
3
one?
weeks ago.
Chris,
That's like
Chris
3
or
weeks
the man behind
ago.
the camera?
The man behind the camera sent me a text saying like he's the victim and everything, but I refused to read it.
Hang on, I'm gonna
So-
check. I'm gonna check how long ago that was. I'm pretty sure it's like 3 weeks.
It's been at least 2.
Dylan, man behind the camera.
It says 1 week, but that's more than a week.
Yeah.
Still haven't read it.
Well, he probably sent it on like Monday or Tuesday because that's when we uploaded that.
I think
Yeah.
every week in quarantine counts as like 3 normal weeks.
Dude,
That's
Touche.
what it feels like.
Dude, sometime like the day itself feels like it takes forever to go by because it's really boring, and then when I look back, I feel like 3 days have gone past.
Time's flying.
It's so weird.
Like,
Yeah.
It's
That
kind of
is
weird.
true.
Times kind of mesh together because like having week, like school, then weekend, then I go to church. So like, but now it's like home.
Yeah.
Like everything's just meshed together.
There's no new stimuli, so everything's just kind of breezing by.
Big word.
To me,
It's
like,
actually not that big of a word, but I mean, I guess it sounds smart.
Dane,
I guess.
pop up the dictionary definition, please, on the screen.
Do you not know what that means?
Nope, I just think it's funny.
Hang on. STIMULI. Stimulus. A thing or event that evokes a specific functional reaction in an organ or tissue. Or
Brain's an organ.
a thing that rouses activity or energy in someone or something, a spur or incentive.
Cody stimuli me.
Stimulates.
Nice.
Stimulizes. I like
That's not a
stimulizes.
word.
Remember when we had him on and he was just
He
like the
bashed our
worst?
podcast, even though this is a great podcast.
And he just plugged Rambo with Amble.
We have
Don't.
we have better audio quality than him, even though that won't last very long because I told him how to fix it.
Dang nabbit. It's not like our audio quality's good.
No, what I did was I messed with the EQ and I looked up the best EQ settings for a podcast, and it actually sounds pretty good.
So
To
is
me-
our next
to me, it
podcast the
sounds pretty
songwriting competition? Because
Who
I
should we
think
have?
that's
Should we have
entertaining.
Dylan on for that?
I mean, maybe.
I mean, the man behind the camera.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have a name?
Yeah,
I
unnamed.
think-
Definitely
I
not
kind of
named
want
Dylan.
to. I want to make a Mimi song, so I need you to come up with some lyrics, Dane. I'll write
Maybe
the
we
song.
should invite CT
CT
Oh my gosh.
because he'd be really good for lyrics because he's a meme
Ballad of the
in
Simp.
himself.
So you're trying to make a meme song?
Yeah.
What if you made Oh, I have some ideas. I'll share that. I'll share them later so that people don't steal them.
Oh, good idea. Good.
Once we stop recording, we'll keep talking about
All I know is
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna drop some fire beats.
it. Include just like the intro song to the Vanguard Quarantine podcast,
Which I wrote, by the way.
written and done by the Braden Simlak.
Yes.
Mhm. I'm proud of myself. That, like, it's jazzy. It's classy. What
Wow,
it
that
actually
was-
sounds like, though.
That is pretty close.
So, did we ever get that copyright strike for me singing "Lean on Me"?
I mean, I don't think we were monetized, so no.
Awesome. We need to get
Also-
monetized
also, we have, like,
ASAP.
We have
Again.
like 20 views on that video, bro.
I want this to be my job. I don't want to work.
Braden, I don't know if that's possible yet. We don't have a very
We'll
big
make it
fan
possible.
base.
We will extend.
We'll extend it like how Tony Evers extended the
Oh my
stay-at-home
gosh.
order.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Sorry, I apologize. Hey, it would have been over like yesterday if
Dude, yeah. We could have been living it up, but no.
Which technically, I mean,
Actually,
we're not
today-
ready, but we should maybe
Well,
start
right.
lifting restrictions slowly. Again, we've talked about
But,
this.
I was gonna say we're gonna talk about this again.
Yeah.
I just need a haircut. That's all. That's all.
Hey man,
We should have a hair salon day, staggered entrances.
I don't really
Our
care
restaurant.
about anything else other than we be allowed to have that 30 contact days from the WIA. I don't care about any other restrictions other than the group of 50 thing.
Yeah.
What, Bird? You cut out.
I mean, I don't care too much about sports thing.
Yeah, Braden, that's because you don't like your spring sport.
I like it. I just do it to get better at soccer, so it's useless to me.
Fair.
Also, I hurt my knee, so it's not like I'm good at it.
You could have went to state, bro.
Maybe for shot put. Never. Definitely not for rock.
Kylan, is he cutting out for you too?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Thanks, Braden.
What I was saying is I'm not fast, but if I worked hard, I could probably go to state for shot put. If I really worked hard.
I could have told everyone that like 20 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
I was
Braden
a
does sprint
freak in the
pretty
weight room.
fast.
I'm deceptively fast for my size.
You're sneaky fast. It's because you're white.
Yeah. White and fat. It's that little bit of Native American I have in me. I'm chasing
Shut
the
up.
buffalo.
Shut up.
All right. That you might need to bleep out.
I'm not bleeping that. He says it all
I
the
can-
time.
It's like how a black person can say the N-word. I
No,
can make fun of my own race.
Oh, jeez.
I can make fun of 8% of myself. Ugh.
Yeah, we're not cutting that out. Again,
I'm
I
not
don't think
cutting
too many
anything.
people are
We
going to be
haven't said
listening.
we haven't said anything very controversial. I don't feel like editing.
In
this.
that episode, when you had to cut out the one thing I said,
It wasn't even that bad.
it wasn't terrible. What I've thought, whams if my mom watches
Yeah,
that.
that's something that if I would have said it, wouldn't have cut it out.
I wish you would have said it.
That's not the joke I thought you were going for, though.
You thought I was going to say women.
Yes, I did.
Good thing I didn't.
Top 5 favorite objects. Don't say it. I don't want to edit. Don't say it.
Whamming.
Okay. Still not editing that.
We can leave that.
I'm leaving.
They know it's a joke.
Kylan, say something memey.
Oh my gosh. You know, I'm not really a meme dude.
I
don't know.
You've been a pretty dope guest. You knew your Packer stuff. You watched the whole draft.
Yeah, you were better than Christian Patson.
Reminisced on some good memories. Politics. You know.
Hey, I'm just
We
gonna
hit it
call
all.
out Christian Patska for being a boring guest.
Ooh. Not gonna lie. I
Calling
had,
you
to turn
out,
on
Christian.
I had to turn on my boring host hat because the episode that we recorded was so it was so hectic.
Chaotic.
Yeah. I had to level everything off, speak monotone.
Yeah, that's why we loosened up this episode.
A little. I think I'm a little monotone still, but that's okay. I don't need to be yelling.
Yeah. Maybe next
Yeah,
time we'll have 4 guests. Not
Yeah,
4 guests, 2 guests.
We'll keep upgrading.
4 people.
I'd be down to talk again. I like talking since I
Kylan's
don't
a
have anyone
big-
to talk to.
guess.
Kylan's a big music person. Brayden
yeah.
and Kylan could work on the music, and me and
The
CT
meme
could
song?
work out on the meme.
The meme.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
basically
I'm gonna make it like sound like one of those like depressing rap ballads, but with terrible words.
Oh my gosh.
it would just be CT throwing out random memes and me trying to rhyme with them with really
All you
bad
guys gotta
rhyming.
do, bad memes, make a chorus, and then make some verses that rhyme. The chorus don't gotta rhyme. Chorus can be simple. It could be like 10 words.
Oh, I got a sick beat though, like legit. It's where you take a 3/4 beat, put it into a 4 song.
You won't get the lore,
Yeah,
but
I was
it's
gonna
awesome.
say I don't understand.
It's okay. It's dope sounding.
I've been experimenting.
Eh,
Sick.
so yeah, I'm not gonna mention what Brayden just said. You think
Oh my gosh.
think it's about time to cut her here, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
buddy.
Would we like
Probably.
would we like to have some Kylan, since you're our lovely guest, we'd like you to sign off and plug whatever stuff you want to plug.
Yeah, shout out time.
Shout out time.
Oh jeez.
This is like hot
You
ones.
know, honestly, shout out to the Hootie Who's out there, because that's that's what I've got going right now.
So you got to tag them all now, so they have to watch it to the very end.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Kylan,
Also, shout
comment
out Miss
and-
Haas because I think it'd be fun if she watched
Yeah,
this.
shout out to Miss Haas. You're my
Did you
favorite
like Miss
choir
Haas?
director.
I hope she liked my meme. I thought it was funny.
What was your meme?
I'll send it to the chat. I don't know if you're able to show it. It
I-
shows way too much of my
can't.
thigh.
Oh jeez.
It's funny. And it was self-deprecating.
My meme was you know that Spider-Man meme where they're all pointing at each other?
Oh yeah.
I did the guys and girls trying to see who's the one messing up the piece.
That is really true.
I was gonna call out different girls because that would have been funny, but I feel like she would have been
Oh.
mad at me.
Yeah.
She might not have liked that. Why is it not letting me send this picture? It's a
Also,
simple
Braden,
picture.
did you understand the person I called out in the chat?
Yeah, I get. It makes sense. Yeah, I'm just gonna send it to you on Snapchat. Someone's being stupid.
Okay. Anyway, Kylan, you want to shout out, promo your Instagram?
Wait, what do you mean?
I don't know.
What's your Instagram user?
What's
Oh,
your
it's
Instagram?
at Kylan Bartel, I think.
Give him a follow.
Yeah.
We will
Good stuff over there.
we will follow Kylan Bartel on the Vanguard Quarantine Podcast Instagram.
Don't we already? We already DM'd
I don't
him
know,
and stuff.
probably.
We do.
Okay.
I had to follow him to DM.
You can find it there.
Yep.
We need to communicate better, Dane. Anyway.
Sorry.
Okay,
I
like
keep
goal for
forgetting
this
that we still
episode,
have
14,000.
Chill.
14,000 likes. And if you do that, we'll make a video of me setting myself on fire. So
We'll get an OnlyFans account for Braden.
and I set myself on fire. Anyway, 14,000.
It's been great.
If you guys can do that, like, kudos. I'm setting myself on fire. So
Yeah. Happy second episode.
love y'all.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
See you guys.
Bye.